right, my game tubers, I'm back here. I just put up a video on Board Game Geek about Pocket Hive. And in the little discussions beneath the video, I got an email from, or a comment from, I think it was Blazing Apostle, who asked, Hive looks like a lot of fun. The other game that I'm interested is in Jaipur, and can you do, a quick little run-through gameplay sample of Jaipur? And I thought, sure, I could do that, no problem. But I kind of got thinking about the fact that these are both two-player games. They're both games that I like. However, they're both incredibly different games, all right? And I think, looking at Jaipur and sort of reading some of the comments that I saw, Jaipur is rated very high as, I believe it's a family game. I think it's like number 11, all right, in Board Game Geek. Hive, for an abstract game, is rated, I want to say 7 or 8, somewhere around there. So these are two highly rated two-player games, okay? But I think that's where the comparison stops, all right? Yes, these are two-player games, but it's sort of like saying dogs and elephants both have 4 legs. All right, they do, but that doesn't really tell me anything, right? That it isn't, you're not comparing what you're really interested in. So if you're looking for a two-player game, Hive may fit your needs, Jaipur may fit your needs. Maybe they both will. But I think that they're different enough. And I've seen a lot of comments about this game in particular saying, why is this game so recommended? Why is this game so highly rated? There's so many other two-player games that other people consider better than Jaipur, that there's sort of, I think, a bit of a misunderstanding about this game. So I thought maybe comparing it to Hive will give you a good idea of the difference in gameplay and styles if you're looking at picking up one or the other of these games. All right. So Hive, like I did in my previous run through, is an abstract strategy game. And here's the first point I want to make. 100% strategy, all right? There is no luck in Hive. Maybe a little luck. Maybe you can get lucky if your opponent does something stupid. But for the most part, Hive is luck-free. You know exactly what tiles you have. You know exactly what tiles your opponent has. They're all face up on the board. And there's no hidden information. There's no rolling of dice. There's no drawing of cards. Hive does not have luck to it. Now, what does that mean for gameplay? Well, this is what I think, okay? I can teach Hive to anybody in about 5 minutes. I can get them up to speed. They're going to be able to play. I will cream them for the next 5 to 10 games, right? I have played this so many times. I have developed my own personal strategy that somebody who's new to the game, who's taking it on for the first time, is going to make those intro mistakes that I'm going to take advantage of. Okay, I will. Unless I play easy or I do things like, oh, you don't want to do that, or I'm going to win in 2 moves, right? This isn't a game, even though you can teach it quickly, this isn't a game that you're going to get a satisfying play out of as soon as you teach it, okay? When I got this, my sister was in town, and we played the heck out of it, and right before she left, she said to me, hey, don't play this anymore, because if you keep playing this, you're going to get better than me. And when I come back, our games aren't going to be as much fun. And I think that's absolutely true. Hive as a two-player game is fabulous if you're playing with someone at, or maybe a little bit above or below, your level. You're going to get some great, satisfying, 100% strategic gameplays. All right? However, if you're going to be mingling with people who don't play as often as you, if you're looking for a game that you can teach and immediately get a nice play out of, I don't know if Hive is going to do that for you. More of an investment game. You have to invest in your strategy, and you're looking for someone else who plays it a lot, that will have their own deep strategy that's going to match you. Okay? So the benefit of Hive, you can teach it fast. It's a lot of fun. The drawback of Hive is that there is no luck. So the better person with a strategy is going to win. Okay? Hive. Jaipur, and I think this is where people sort of aren't as excited about Jaipur. And I'm going to go through why, for me, this is not a problem. Jaipur brings in luck, all right? It lightens up the strategy, and it brings in an element of luck. Jaipur is a card game. And in this card game, you're going to get a flop of cards in which to collect your sets from, all right? And I'll go through all that playthrough later. But that flop of cards brings in an element of luck, all right? And this is where things get interesting. I know how to play this game. I have developed my strategy. There is strategy involved. Not as heavy as Hive, but there is strategy, okay? And here's the thing. I can get you down on this table. I can teach you how to play in about 5 minutes. And there's a good chance you can beat me on that first game if the cards favor you. And that can be frustrating, all right? If you're looking for a game of strategy where the best player's gonna win, maybe not Jaipur, right? Because there is that luck element. But let's flip the coin and look at the other side. What does the luck element bring? It means that if you're playing with someone who isn't as heavy as a gamer as you, someone who hasn't played as often, someone who's just learned, someone who only plays Jaipur once every 3 months, it can still be a head-to-head battle if luck falls their way, all right? And I like that. I like the fact that I can pull this out, and I think that's why it's categorized as a family game. You can sit down with your kid, and your kid has a chance to beat you if they get lucky, right? Now, if I get lucky, well, I'm going to cream you, because then I'll have luck and strategy on my side, okay? But there's a chance that you can get lucky with those card flops, in which case I'm going to be playing, you know, all the way at 100% strategy-wise to try to counteract your luck. So you can get some fun little games out of Jaipur, but there is sort of an inherent unfairness compared to a purely strategic game like Hive because of that luck, all right? If you don't like a luck factor, which I think levels the playing field between a hardcore gamer and, you know, a lighter casual gamer, Jaipur levels that. All right? You're not going to get that wonderful head-to-head deep strategy from Jaipur, but you will be able to play this game with anyone and get a nice, enjoyable game out of it. And that's worth something in my book. That's worth something. So Jaipur brings in luck, okay? And if you can roll with luck, you might want to consider this game. So that's sort of my intro thoughts for Jaipur, and maybe why it's rated so high, because it is so accessible to everybody. And at the same time, while there are some detractors from Jaipur who maybe just don't like losing because you're unlucky, as opposed to losing because you're the worst player, okay? That's kind of that's a distinction between, I think, these two games. And here's a tip. This is something I just learned. Maybe it's obvious, but I'm just going to state the obvious. When you're looking to buy a game and you're wondering, will I like this game? Will it fit my personal preferences? One thing I've learned to look at is how often, or what are the victory conditions, right? In Jaipur, the rules state you must play this game 3 times. The winner is the best out of 3, okay? And the reason they do this is so if somebody gets in a lucky win on the first game, what are the odds they're going to get a lucky win on the second game? Okay? It helps level out that playing field of a lucky draw of the cards. And so I know now that if I'm looking to buy a game and one of the rules says you play 3 rounds, winner is the one who wins, you know, the most out of 3, that's going to tell me it has a nice luck streak to it. I like games with luck in it. I'm going to consider that game. If you don't like lucky games, if you're looking for a strategy, then you may not want to, you may be wary about games that require you to play the best out of 3 or the best out of 5. Because in my opinion, that seems to suggest luck, right? That there's a chance someone could win just because of the way the cards or the dice fall. All right. And that's something I've just learned, and again, it could be obvious to everybody, but it wasn't to me. It took me a while to figure out. That's something I kind of look for in rules or reviews, and it can either be a red flag or a green flag, depending on, you know, what you're looking for your game shelf. All right. Okay, opening thoughts on Hive versus Jaipur. I'm gonna stick this one away, and let's pop the box, and I'll show you where this luck comes up. I'll give you a couple of my little strategy tips, and then we'll do a little playthrough of this fun, light, but I think highly enjoyable two-player game. All right, so in the box, you'll find two separate parts to this game. The first part deals with a deck of cards, and these are the goods that you're trying to collect, okay? And there are 6 different types. The other thing you're going to find in here are camels, and these help you get the goods into your hands. All right? So the first part of this game is the deck of cards. The second part involves these little tokens, all right? And you set these up to form the marketplace. So once you've collected your goods, you take them to the marketplace where you sell them. The winner of the game is the person who has made the most money, okay? So let me set this up really quick and go over sort of card-based rules, marketplace rules, and then we'll put it all together and I'll show you gameplay and some simple strategy tips for playing Jaipur. All right. So let me get these set up for you. All right, so these are all of the goods that you can collect in this game, except for the camels. We're going to put those aside for now. I think these are easiest explained during gameplay, but just know that these little guys are going to help you collect these lovely items, and they're broken up into sort of 2 tiers, all right? The first are your common goods. These are the most prolific in the game. They're also worth the least amount of points. Starting with leather. There are a grand total of 10 leather cards in this game, and like I said, you don't get very much for them in the marketplace, but there's lots of them. And that can be a strategy that I'll show you later. Next up, you have spice and cloth, and there are 8 of both of these in the game. All right, these are common goods, and that means when you go to sell them at market, you can sell them individually or in groups. So I can sell a single leather good, or I can sell 5 leather goods. It doesn't matter. Can't mix them up, all right? I can't sell 1 leather, 1 spice, 1 cloth. I can sell one of a kind, but I can sell them individually. The same is not true for the exotic spices. These guys you must sell at least 2 at a time. 2, 3, 4, 5, however many you manage to collect, because there are only 6 of each of these in the game. There's 6 silver, 6 gems, and 6 gold. And when you go to market, you must be able to sell 2 at a time. All right? And that's the only difference between these cards. How often they come up in play, how much they're worth, and the fact that these are sold 1 at a time, and these must be sold in groups of 2 or more. And that's it for the goods. Like I said, there's not a lot going on in this part of the game. I think most of the strategy comes from the marketplace. So let me set that up and show you, after you get these goods into your hand, how do you make money off of them? All right, so I've set up the marketplace for a beginning game. And the first thing you'll notice is that every good you can sell is represented by these tiles. And when you come to the marketplace and you decide to sell one of your goods, you exchange on a 1-to-1 ratio a card for the top tile. Now here's where things get interesting. When you're building your market, you're going to stack these tiles in ascending order. All right? So at the bottom of this stack, I have a leather token that's only worth 1 point. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. But once we get to the top of the stack, we reach 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. And what this means is the early bird gets the worm, okay? the first person to show up with a leather good, let's say, to sell at market, they're going to get $4 for their leather good. The next person is only going to get 3, 2, and if you're player number 4, you're only getting $1 for your leather good. So there's an incentive in here to be the first to market with your goods. All right? And if you're selling more than one good, if I show up, let's say, with 2 spice cards to the marketplace, I'm going to take the top 2 spice tiles, the 5 and the 3, are going to go to me, leaving behind a 3, a 2, and then we eventually fall down to a 1. So if you sell multiple cards, you pick multiple tiles. So you're thinking, okay, the point of this game is to get to market as fast as possible. Yes. And no, because of these tiles. I think of these as sort of the bulk bonus tiles. If you come to market and you sell 2 spice, you're going to get the top 2 cards. However, if you come to market with 3 spice, you're going to get the top 3 tokens. 1, 2, 3. You're also going to be allowed to take a bulk bonus tile. You'll notice this has 3 cards on the back, that one has 4, and that one has 5. These are randomized and they're hidden from your opponent, all right? And they are in addition to your regular old goods tokens, okay? And they range in point value from 1 all the way up to 3, okay? For a 3-tile bulk bonus. Let's say you manage to make it to market with 4 spice cards. So you're going to take the top 4 tiles, and you also get to select, a 6 bonus points. Okay, I believe this stack you're rewarded with, 4 through 6. And the last one, if you manage to hold out from market until the last minute and you show up with, a bag full of goods and you manage to sell 5 of the same good, right? We're not mixing the types of goods. These are identical goods. If you can get 5 of them, you get to pull the biggest bonus tile. And that goes from 7 to 10. All right. So suddenly, this worthless little leather, not so worthless. If you can collect 5 leather, make it to market before any other leather is sold, you have chance with this bonus tile of making a very hefty profit. All right. With only 6 of the luxury goods available, 6 cards, it's much harder to reach the massive bonus, bulk bonus with a luxury good. It's much easier to get it with these common cards, all right? So there's sort of 2 strategies here. Come early and get the top worth, right, first to market, or hold off and go in for these big bonus tiles. The only exception to that rule is silver. Silver is a constant good, and it's always worth a flat 5, okay? So the others decrease in value over time, but silver holds its worth. For whatever reason, maybe it's, a basic commodity. The last 3 tiles is the camel tile. At the end of the game, the person with the largest camel herd is awarded 5 bonus points. And these are your round markers. Remember how I said in the beginning, you end up playing 3 games, and when you win a game, you take a marker, and at the end of 3, whoever has the most markers is declared the master trader. So that's what these are for. All right. So when you come to market, you have to trade in matching goods. They're discarded from the game. You never reshuffle them. And you're only allowed to do 1 deal a turn. All right. So I can't turn in my spice and my leather and my silk on 1 turn. Can't do that. I got to pick 1. I can sell 1 at a time. I'm going to have to wait till next turn and come back to market if I want to sell more. Okay. The other reason you have to pay attention to market is that this decides when the game ends. As soon as 2 rows or stacks of goods are depleted, as soon as this token gets picked up, the game ends, all right? So if you're holding onto your cards trying to get those bulk prices and your opponent picks up the last coin from a second stack, game over. All right. So pay attention to the market, pay attention to how quickly these stacks are decreasing, because you want to know when that end game is coming. Flip side is, if you think you're ahead and it looks like your opponent has a bunch of cards in their hand and you're worried about them getting a market, end the game. Take that, clear out that last second stack and leave them regretful with a handful of cards. So watch the marketplace. This is where a lot of the strategy comes out. Okay, so I'm going to randomize these tiles since I've peeked at the top ones. Shuffle up the cards, enlist an opponent, and show you gameplay. So I'll show you what you can do on your turn, how these little camels work, and just some little strategy tips for becoming your own master trader. All right, so we've set up our card area, and we've set up our marketplace. And when you start the game, you put 3 camels in the middle. This is sort of the offer, all right? And we're gonna add 1 more card. Oops, I saw the bottom one. Let me shuffle these really fast. On either side of the camels, okay? We'll pull out a silver and a leather. And this is gonna be the opening offer for the beginning play, okay? And then each person is going to get 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have, this is the only problem with Jaipur. It's a 2-person game. And if you have more than 2 people in your house, then the other people will get grumpy, right? So I have my oldest at the table this time. Hi. She's going to be playing against me, and my little one is going to be in charge of the cards.
Yay!
Okay, so everyone has a role in this playthrough. So after this is set up, you look at your hand, and the first thing you do is if you have any camels in your hand, you put them in front of you and begin your herd, all right? Camels never go in your hand. They always end up in front of you in your ever-growing and changing herd. And I'll show you how to use these in a minute. For gameplay, you'll never be able to have more than 7 cards in your hand. That's going to be your hand size, all right? So having these camels on the table is nice because it frees up your hand for these wonderful goods, okay? So I'm going to go first so that I can show you what you can do on gameplay, okay? The first thing you can do is you can go to the market, all right? You can head over to the little token area and sell any of the cards you have in your hand. Here's the kicker. That's your entire turn, all right? So what you're not allowed to do is take a card from the display and then head to market. Market is your whole and entire turn. So if I wanted to, I could go to the market right now and sell some of my goods, but I don't want to do that. I'm interested in adding some goods to my hand, okay? And there are pretty much only 3 things you can do if you're going to interact with the cards. The first action you can take is you are allowed to take 1 card from the display for free. So if I wanted to, I could slide this little silver into my hand, and that would end my turn, all right? And we would put a new card here, and turn would pass to my opponent. That's if you only want to take 1 card, all right? You just slide it out for free. Let's say that instead I was interested in both of these cards, okay? If you would like to take more than 1 card into your hand, you must do an exchange, okay? And the way the exchanges work is you take the cards out of the flop that you want, and you must return the exact number of cards that you own back to the table, all right? And here's where camels come in handy, because when you are returning cards, they can consist of goods or camels or a mixture thereof. So if I didn't want to get rid of any of my cards, if I liked all of these, but I wanted the leather and the silver, I could instead take one of these, put in a camel, take another one of these, and now I would have to give up one of these cards from my hand. All right? So the camels are great because they let you take cards and they leave your opponent with not a lot of choices, right? She's just looking at a bunch of camels now. Whoops, hold on. All right, sorry about that. Let's get back to this. All right, so we were exchanging out cards. Oh yes, the only rule is you must replace it with a different card than what you took. So what does that mean? All right, this was our initial flop, right? If I want to take the silver and the leather, I'm not allowed to return a silver and, let's say, a spice. Because I took a silver, I cannot replace it with a silver. They must be unique and different cards. Okay. So that's how you take more than one card. You want one card, it's for free. You want more than one, you've got to replace it with cards you own. And camels work for that too. The last thing you can do is take the camels. Why would you want to do that? You'll see as the game goes on. But the rules for the camels are simply this. They are a herd, they move in mass. So if you take one camel, all the other camels are going to follow. All right, and I would end up with all 4 camels in my herd, and we'd flip out 3 more cards, play would pass to my opponent. All right. So those are the 3 ways you can interact with the cards on the flop here. So let's get playing, and you'll see, you know, sort of on a turn-by-turn basis how this works. I have 1 camel, I get to go first, and you're going to beat me. We shall see, my dear, we shall see. I am interested in that silver. I'm not interested in the leather, so I'm going to take 1 card for free, add it to my hand, and we're going to turn up a new card.
Little miss.
Ooh, we pulled out a gold. And so already this is where the luck starts to come out, right? Because I'm not going to be able to take that, am I? No.
Nope.
You going to take 1 card for free?
Yes.
Okay, 1 card for free.
Ooh.
Ah, diamonds. Okay, so this is interesting, right? So if I wanted to, I could go to market and sell right now. But that would leave the diamonds
Please do.
for my opponent. So I think I'm going to stick in the marketplace just a little bit longer here.
Curse you.
And I'm going to just snatch those jewels up and end my turn.
Oh, you can't get many more cards, can you?
I am hitting my limit. Oh! Darn it. Okay, bugger. Flip a card for us.
I'm a booga.
Okay, so I'm not so interested in spice. Not so interested in spice.
There's always
And
leather.
there's always leather. I am, however, at 6 cards.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
goodness, we're so... All right, whose turn was it?
Yours.
It was my turn. I'm not interested in spice. I'm not interested in leather. So I am going to head to the market.
How about the camels?
Oh, the camels? Take all the camels? No, I don't think I want all
Give
the
me a new
camels.
hand.
So remember, silver does not decrease in value. All right? So I'm not too worried about being late to the silver market. However, silk does decrease in value. So I think I'm only going to sell a single silk. We're going to discard that.
Interesting.
And I'm going to take the big spendy 5-point tile.
The next one is a 3, which isn't as good.
The next one's not as good, a 3. So that's going to be my whole turn is a marketplace.
I'm going to do the same, almost the same thing as you. I'm going to turn in my 3 gold.
Yeah, show it off. Very impressive.
And with for getting my 3 gold, I get a 3 token, which has a special value on the other
That's right,
side.
but you don't have to show me. And you get the top 3 tiles
Which
of
are 2
gold.
6. 2 6 and a 5.
2 6 and a
so
5.
popular today?
Everything's pinging on us right now. Ah, nice opening move. So you are definitely ahead of me, right?
Got that right.
So here's the thing with the camels, okay?
Gives me a fresh hand.
Yes, if I take these camels, I'm going to give her a fresh set of cards. All right?
Might be bad.
It might be bad because she might end up with some fabulous cards. So deciding on whether or not to clear the flop, there's something you should look at, and that is how many cards your opponent has. Right now she has 3. So this means if some beautiful cards fall on the table, she's going to have plenty of room in her hand to take them. All right. If she had 7 cards in her hand, I would be much more willing to give her some fresh cards because it would mean she would have to discard, right? Break up some sets and get that on the table. But with only 3 cards in her hand, she has plenty of room to snatch up some good things. Also with 3 cards in her hand, I'm betting she doesn't want to go to the market right now. She doesn't have a lot of choices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stall here. I'm going to go to the market on my turn. I'm going to sell my 3 silver.
3 silver.
3 silver. I'm going to take the top 3 coins. They're only worth 5 each, but that's okay. I'm going to get a bonus mystery tile. Top of the stack.
So I'm gonna watch the recording.
Okay, and I've left her with the same spread. So what are you gonna do, hon?
I'm going to take 1 leather.
1 leather for free, and let's see what we get.
A leather.
Ah, another leather.
How beautiful.
Okay.
So leather.
Well, I guess I'll risk it. Let's do it. So I'm gonna add to my herd of camels. That's gonna be my whole turn. I'm going to give her 3 new cards. I did. I got the panda camel here right now.
Awesome.
Can you give us 3 more cards?
Only thing in the herd.
The panda camel.
It's the only panda.
Okay, ready?
Camels. I like
Camel.
that.
Silk.
Silk. And leather. Nothing too juicy in there.
I'm going to...
What do you like?
I'm going to take the 2 leather.
Okay. Now you have to replace it with 2 cards.
I'm
You're in charge of that.
We're just... And I'm going to return it. Let's pull that down. I'm going to
Okay.
return it with 1 spice.
All right.
And my only camel.
And a camel. Well, you don't want the spice. I will take it. So I'm going to take 2 spice. And I'm going to replace it with
Don't give away panda camel.
2 camels. Your turn.
Going to turn in 5 leather.
Oh, she did it. She got the big payout on leather. That's going to be hard.
But why I turned in my leather is because this is a 4, a 3,
Yeah.
2, and
show
the
it
rest
off.
are all 1.
Yeah, leather is pretty much worthless. And you get the
Big bonus.
big bonus 5 tile.
What'd you get?
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell everyone what I got.
All right, back to me. And
I want the camel.
you want the camels, don't you? I'm actually going to take the camels because how many cards do you have, honey?
0?
She has no cards in her hand, which means whatever comes up in the flop, she's only going to be able to take 1 of them because she's not going to be able to exchange, right? Which sucks. So I'm going to take all of these camels for my turn.
If there are 2 diamonds, I will be so mad.
Camel. Spice. Leather. Leather.
Nice. Yes. So she can only take 1 of them because she doesn't have any cards at all. You're going to take a camel.
Yeah, I sold that on the leather.
Okay, give me my next card.
Spice.
What do I get? Oh, yes. So now we're sitting pretty, right? We can take, with all of these camels, I can take pretty much anything I want out of this display.
I take the whole hand.
I could take the whole hand. I don't know if I want the leather because you've pretty much killed the market for it. So I think I'm going to leave that out here. I'm going to take a spice and a gold, and I'm going to send in 2 of my camels to replace it.
You're getting kind of full.
I am getting kind of full.
Since your hands are looking full, I'm gonna take the 2 camels again
Wow, okay.
because I want that.
Okay, Chloe,
Okay.
give me 2 more. Give me something good.
Silk.
Mmm. Oh, yes. You know what I'm doing.
I
I will take this one and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am full up.
Whoop whoop.
Give her a fresh card. Ooh, more leather.
I'm
You're just not feeling the love, are you?
So happy. No. Looks like I have to take the silk.
You
Okay.
don't have to.
Aha. Okay, so here's the question. Do I hold out for a big bonus or just pull the get first to market and get the highest tile?
I do first to market.
Really? I'm going to go for the big bonus because I feel like I'm behind.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn in my 3 spice. Take the top 3. 1, 2, 3. And what do we get?
Ruining everything, Mother.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. Okay, same 5 cards we're looking at, you, hon.
I'm gonna take this.
Good pick. All right, give me something good. That's what I need.
Oh, what? But I need it too.
Because nobody's been here yet.
Yeah, you've been there, Mom.
Right, but there's still
there.
there's still a bunch of money on top, as opposed to leather. So because I have so many camels, I can be a bit rash here. And I'm going to leave you with that. What do you think about that, girl? What would you like?
To turn in my one silk.
Oh, dirty pool, man. That was dirty pool.
I'm mean.
You are mean.
I'm just mean. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I play with you. That was my plan. Oh, dear. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to wait another round here. Oh, should I? Should I wait?
No.
Should I wait?
Oh my gosh, you put Panda Camel back.
I put Panda Camel back.
Oh,
Hater.
Oh, hater.
Hater.
Should I be greedy? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn in my 2 gold.
Ooh, close to ending the game.
And we're going to take 1 column down. What do you think about that? Your turn.
I'm gonna take the camels.
You are collecting camels, aren't you, darling? Okay.
End of the game soon.
Oh, we got a while still.
Come on.
Yes, nice dealing. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So
Put 1 more out.
Put another. Yes, put another one out. Oh.
Okay, so here's the problem. I know she is holding 2 silvers in her hot little hands. There are only 2 silver tokens left, which means when she goes to market, this game is going to end.
No, it's not.
No,
Yeah,
3 columns.
was it 3 columns?
Yeah.
3 columns.
gonna
You
be-
don't even know the rules.
I don't. Okay, if I told you guys earlier that you only needed 2 columns out, I have now been corrected. You actually need 3.
There's a rule book. I can get you the rule book.
Oh, what sass. Okay, put a card down. Come on, don't make me look bad here. What do we get? Oh, thank you. I'm not going to market yet.
Wait,
Put a card down.
So
how many of the 1, 2?
Oh, I'm going to make bank. Put
do
a
you
card
have
down,
the
love.
5 diamonds?
Maybe. Put a card down, love.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Camel.
my gosh.
Okay.
I'm gonna end the game before you get those diamonds.
Are you?
I'm going to.
Too late.
Or I'm just scaring you out of
It is.
trying to.
It's too late.
I do not have 5. I do, however, have 4. And I'm not going to push it. I'm going to take my 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one stuck together. Oh, playing with
get it.
children is such fun. Everything gets... Everything.
Gosh, Mom.
What do we get for our bonus tile?
Oh my.
6.
Don't show them, Ed.
Did you break it? Did you destroy it? Oh, how sad. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good.
It still looks pretty.
It still looks pretty. The game still works. We play this game a lot.
A lot. It's my favorite. One of my favorites.
It's one of your favorites. We should probably sleeve the cards and
We don't.
take better care of our components. That's okay. Gaming with children is fun.
Yay!
All right, your turn, honey.
Is it my turn?
I just went to market and made a massive profit. Taking 3. You're going to leave me 3
Wait,
camels.
actually, no, I don't want to do that.
Nope, nope, nope. No.
Oh, you're going to take one?
No.
You're going to take a camel.
My precious.
Oh, I should have held out.
I'm very sorry, Mom.
Oh, I should have held out.
Do you want
Darn
to end
it.
the game? Question mark?
Well, remember, you have to sell these in units
Double.
of 2. Right?
I'm
So
Oh,
they're-
we didn't do that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
No, remember you did 1 silk.
Yes, these are the common goods you can sell for
yeah,
1, but
never mind.
everyone in
Does
this
no
row...
one know the rules but me?
Oh, you're so funny. Okay, I have not enough camels to take all of the leather.
Suck it.
So, I guess I'll just take the
What?
jewels,
What
just
do
in
you
case.
have against me? I have no cards.
Well, take some. Stop hoarding all the camels and take a card.
I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna make sure I have more camels than you.
You have more camels than me.
Just gonna take Silky Silk.
Okay, take the silk.
If you get diamond.
No, that's
Silver,
garbage.
that's garbage because all the silver tokens have been taken.
Hoarded.
They have been hoarded. So I will just take Spicy Spice.
Turn in Silky Silk.
I never put mine
I
down.
don't care. Turn
All
in
right.
Silky Silk because I get the 3.
Yes, I'm
She
going to
doesn't.
take the second Spicy Spice.
Take the Silky Silk.
Okay, let's see what we get next.
Everything else is garbage to us.
Okay. Well,
Whale.
Man, I would like to hold on to get a bonus tile, but golly, I guess I'll just sell them.
Goldie.
I'm gonna sell my silks. I just get two.
End the game? Is that end the game?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
2 more.
I'm
turn, darling.
going to...
Don't take the leather.
I'm taking the leather.
You're going in for the leather?
1,
1.
2... Can you just...
Yeah, 2. All the
Roar.
leather. Roar.
That's right. That's right. Here we go.
So if you go to market and sell that leather, now the game will end, right? So in that case, I'm going to turn in my last 2. Take my last 2 points.
Okay.
You going to market? You're ending it?
1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4.
Plus a bonus 4 tile.
Plus a bonus 4 tile.
At the end of the game, we see who has the most camels. I have 2. What do you end up with? 3. So you get 5 points for the camel tiles. And I think this is really classy for this game. One of the things that they did is if you turn all of these top markers over, they've put the your victory points, how much you made on the back. So instead of trying to read these tiny numbers, you can just turn it over and see the 5s are there. So the next part is just stacking it up and counting and see who was the master trader for the first round. All right, time for the big reveal. I ended up with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $2. What'd you get?
77.
77. So round 1 goes to poor old mom. I take the first token when we would reset and we would play a total of 3.
And I beat you.
And I'm sure you would beat me and I would eventually lose. But good game, loves.
Good game.
Okay. And thanks for the rules clarification.
You're welcome.
Anyway, that's Jaipur. Quick, it's fun, it's easy, right?
You can play 1 round or 3.
You could play 1 or 3. You don't have to play 3. And I think there's some strategy involved,
There's
right?
some, but it's mostly just luck.
There is a lot of luck. There is a strong luck streak in this game. And if you're okay with that, if you like luck, you'll like this game.
Yeah.
If losing to a lucky person frustrates you,
Grrr.
maybe not. Maybe not.
It's helpful for my addition facts.
Yes, and your addition facts are also used. Sorry about all the interruptions.
We're famous.
Normally, it's very quiet at our house.
Yeah.
It just seems, everyone must have known what we were up to.
Apparently.
Playing games, having a good time. All right, there's Jaipur. Hope you enjoyed it.